Hey, real life youth, it's Melanie here. We are week 2 of our brand new series, Hope is Alive. And this week, together, we're looking at Abraham and Sarah. So found in this video, real life youth, is everything you will need for today. So you will have in this video a game to play if you want to. If there's any of this that you just want to skip on, please do. So there is a game to play if you'd like to. You might need to make use of some of the people in your home for this one. Dare to go downstairs and grab, a sibling or a grown-up or a someone to have a go at some of these games with you. So there is a game to play if you'd like to. There's a song of hope. We've got the signs and our memory verse. We've got the story. We've got the teacher notes and the craft and your keeping hope alive. So everything you need is on this video. So I really hope you enjoy it. Really hope you get loads out of it.
Hi, I'm Levi. Hi, I'm Levi's little brother Asher.
And today, real life kids and real life youth, we're going to help you play a game. So for this game, you need a tray of Lego or any kind of bricks or anything that are multicoloured. If you don't have Lego, perhaps crayons, perhaps felt pens, a tray of something in multicolours and a dice, or just someone who can call out random numbers. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to roll the dice, whatever number the dice lands on, Levi and Asher have to find the colour that I shout out and the number that is rolled on the dice. So if I say red 6, you need to find me 6 things that are red as quickly as you can and put them to the side. Do you understand?
Yes.
Lovely. Let's go then. So here we go with the dice. So I'll start off with a nice easy one. Oh, it's a number 4 and you need to find 4 black.
Done.
Excellent. I'm going to roll the dice again.
Can we put them back?
Go. Yeah, pop them back in.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Oh,
5.
nice.
5 red.
Done.
Brilliant. Well done. Okay. Wow, we might need to make this a little trickier. Let's try again.
Super good.
Oh, 1 blue.
Done.
Oh. Are you ready? Last one.
Yep.
4 yellow.
1, 2, 3. Done.
Lovely, well done.
I
Put your Lego back, pop it to the side. Now we're going to have a little go with a bowl of Cheerios. This would work with any kind of breakfast cereal, anything that can stack. So I'm going to take 2 dice this time, and you need to stack a munch. So I'm going to roll the dice. You need to count out how many, put it in a stack, and then eat it. All right, you ready? So I've got 2 plus 3 is 5. So 5, go. You have to stack it. No, stack it in a tall tower.
Oh, like this. Done. Oh.
And then pop it in your mouth.
No,
Crunch, crunch,
Does it
crunch.
have to hold? It has to stay that.
Good job. Well done. Should we try that one more time? Okay, let's go.
12.
Ready, steady. 7. Go.
Big number. Well, compared to people that are 6. And that's 8. I like this game.
So, real life kids and youth, we hope you enjoy building Lego and scoffing Cheerios. Wave bye-bye, boys.
Bye!
Well, I hope you had a bit of fun with the game, maybe just building towers with Cheerios and scoffing them. I hope you had a little bit of fun with it. Our song of hope for this week is called Famous For, so you can check that out on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Music or whatever you've got, you can find that. It's by Turan Wells. It's absolutely brilliant. I've been playing that every day this week. My favourite line from the song is this one. It says, "Your name is powerful, your words unstoppable, all things are possible in you. Your name is powerful, your word's unstoppable. All things are possible in you. And I love music. I love to have it on around the house. I love to have it turned up loud. I sometimes listen to it just on my earphones. What songs do is they teach our inner man or our inner soul, our inner being. They teach it to rise up and worship no matter what is going on around us. They stir us. They get in touch with our emotions. It's brilliant to play decent music. So I'd really encourage you every day this week to have a listen to that one. I've put a live version on it. It's lovely. It's got a bit of a different language in it at some point, and you can see the crowds of people that are worshipping. That really stirs my soul. So have a go at that every day this week. We're gonna watch Matt now do the signs. Have a go at them. I'll have a go at them with you afterwards. All right?
Hope is alive.
Thank you so much, Matt. I have been practicing my signs, so have another go with me then. Hope is alive. So I hope throughout the teaching I'll get those signs right. We've also got a memory verse for the whole series. I've been carrying this verse around in my pocket. You can pop it up on a wall at home, write it on a mirror, just put it somewhere where you're going to read it. So our memory verse is this, Matthew 12:21, and his name, Jesus, will be the hope of all the world. And his name, Jesus, will be the hope of all the world. Ade's going to read our story now. It's taken from the Jesus Storybook Bible. So I'll hand over to Ade as she reads.
Hello real life kids and real life youth. My name is Ade. I'll be doing your reading for you today from the Jesus Story Bible. We're reading about Abraham and Sarah. The title of the story is Son of Laughter, God's special promise to Abraham, and it's from Genesis 12-21. Years passed and things didn't get any better. People were still just as cruel and mean to one another. They still got sick and died. God's world was still full of tears. It was never meant to be like this. But God was getting ready to do something about it. He was going to make all the wrong things right. And he was going to do it through a family. Abraham, God said, how many stars are there? God was about to tell his friend a wonderful secret. Let me see, Abraham said, rolling up his sleeves. But have you ever tried to count the stars? Then you know how hard it is. It's like 993, 994, 997, 1, 2, oh, well, of course he lost count. Too many, he said. Guess what? God laughed. I will give you so many children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. You won't be able to count them either. Abraham couldn't help giggling at such a wonderful idea, but he stopped himself. How could he have a family? Don't be silly. He didn't even have children, let alone grandchildren. He wiped away a tear. Anyway, it was far too late for him to start having babies at this age. He was 99 years old. What could God mean? Abraham, God said, believe me. And then God told Abraham his secret rescue plan. Abraham, I will make your family very big, God promised. Until one day, your family will come to number more than even all the stars in the sky. Abraham looked up at the dark night sky, thick with stars. You will be very special. You will be my very special family, my people. And through you, everyone on earth will be blessed. It was an incredible promise. God was going to rescue the whole world through Abraham's family. One of the great grandchildren would be the child, the promised one, the rescuer. But it was too wonderful. Abraham said, "How can it be true?" "Is anything too good to be true?" God asked. "Is anything too wonderful for me?" So Abraham trusted what God said more than what his eyes could see. So Abraham trusted what God said more than what his eyes could see. And he believed. Now, when Abraham's wife Sarah heard God's promise, she just laughed at her. She just laughed to herself. But it wasn't a happy laugh. It had tears in it. She'd always wanted a baby. Could her dream come true? Could she really have a baby when she was 90 years old? No, of course not. Don't be silly. It was far too late. Sarah didn't believe God. Sarah didn't believe God could do what God promised. She had forgotten that when God says something, it's as good as done. Of course, it was as easy for God to give her a baby as it was for him to make all the stars in the sky. But sure enough, 9 months later, just as God had promised, Sarah gave birth to a baby boy. They named him Isaac, which means son of laughter. And Sarah laughed. But this time, it was a glorious, happy laugh. Her dream had come true. God would do as he promised. He would always look after Abraham's family and his special people. And one day, God would send another baby, a baby promised to a girl who didn't even have a husband. But this baby would bring laughter to the whole world. This baby would be everyone's dream come true. Can you guess who that baby is? What did you say? Yes, that's right. It's Jesus. Well done.
Thank you so much, Ade. That was lovely. It's so good to see different people from our church reading and being involved with us, isn't it? So thank you so much. Okay, we're going to get on with the teaching points now. So if you want to grab a drink, a biscuit, a snack, an apple or something, and find a bit of space in your room or something, get snuggled down and have a listen. You see, hope is alive because he is alive, and Abraham and Sarah knew this, and so do I. By the end of this teaching, what I want you to be able to say is that hope is alive because he is alive, and Abraham and Sarah knew this, and so do I. You see, God told Abraham that he would be blessed and he would have many descendants, more than all the stars in the sky. I was having a little look around my house for stars, so I've got this little glittery beauty off the top of the Christmas tree. Yes, my Christmas tree is still up, and yes, I do know it's February, so it will come down soon. I found this lovely tea light holder. I found this. I love this. It's like just made of twigs and got a little bit of glitter and a few little bells on it. And then today in the craft, we're going to have a little go at making these kind of mobiles. If you don't fancy a mobile for your room, just cut out a load of stars and you can pop them around your mirror or just somewhere where you go to every day, perhaps your wardrobe or something, and just put bits of truth on them. But I personally just love the twine and twig mobile. So stars. He said to Abraham, you'll have descendants that number more than all the stars in the sky. But the trouble is, Abraham was 99 and he had no babies. He had no babies, and he had a wife who was 90. So they were both old. They had no extended family. And so really, when God said you'll have descendants numbering more than all the stars in the sky. Abraham had to look somewhere else other than his own body and his own ability to make that happen. Abraham had to look up, and he had to look up at the one who put all the stars in the sky. He had to look up at the one who said, you'll have descendants that number more than all the stars in the sky. You see, Abraham had to put his hope and his trust in God. You see, God told Sarah that she would have a baby, that one would grow in her tired, old, closed up womb. She was 90 and she laughed. I think I would. I think if I was 90 and God spoke, and I had no kids, and God spoke to me and he said, you're going to have more than all the stars in the sky, I think I would laugh too. You see, Sarah laughed. And then 9 months later, she had a baby, and they called him Isaac. And Isaac's name literally means son of laughter. And I bet that boy made them laugh over and over again. So where did Sarah's hope come from? She laughed because her body, her tired, old, barren womb was never going to give her a baby. She laughed because the only place she could put her hope and her trust was in God. So she looked up at the one who placed all the stars in the sky, and she looked to him and his word. She put her hope in him. Real life youth, when things are impossible and we can't see the things that God has promised coming true, we need to look up to the one who put the stars in the sky, and we need to put our hope in him. God's promise to Abraham was this: you will have many, many, many descendants, more than all the stars in the sky, and you will be blessed. And you know, one day God brought his own son, his own baby, through that family line. One day God blessed the whole earth with this one man who would have many, many descendants, more than all the stars in the sky. And because he lived, and because he died, and because he lived again, we have hope. You see, our hope is alive because he is alive. So we must look up to him. So I hope you've enjoyed our teaching today. I'd love you to go on and have a go at the craft. So see how you get on with making the star mobile, or just make some stars, or just doodle some stars. I know how much you love doodling and filling it up with doodles. So doodle some stars and then hop back on and I'll let you know what to do with them. Hello there, it's Melanie here, and today I want to show you how to make this gorgeous rustic looking star mobile. So first of all, you need to pop a hat on, some gloves, scarf, and get yourself out in the woods, park, garden, and find yourself a stick. Something with a bit of a curl in it, with some little bits coming off it, something that you can hang your stars off. If you don't have access to a park or woods, and you can't get yourself out, a coat hanger will do the job just fine. So we're making star mobiles because actually there's a brilliant story in the Bible where God promises a very old man that he will have descendants that number more than all the stars in the sky. And when I read that story, I'm reminded that with God all things are possible. And so in this season, when I'm feeling overwhelmed or I'm feeling like this is all too much, I like to go somewhere, sit somewhere and be reminded that God is bigger, that God is able. And so you can hang your star mobiles in your room somewhere or in a cozy corner, and you can sit yourself down under it and remember that there is a God out there who is able to do more than you could possibly ask or imagine. So your star mobile, you need for this some sticks, some kind of string, wool, twine, anything really that you can hang your stars on, some kind of cardboard, and I've used a mixture. I've used an Amazon packing box, which in my house we have loads of these. I found some leftover card from something, with butterflies on. I found something with sparkles on. I found something with checks on. I've also got a bag of stickers and I've got pens. So anything really that you can cut out and you can turn into stars. I was rummaging around the house for something star-shaped, so I found a star-shaped candle holder. Anything that's star-shaped that you can draw around, or just print a template off the internet. A hole punch of some description, a pair of scissors and a pencil. And all you're going to do is simply draw around your star shape, cut it out. Remember to ask your grown-up to help you if you need help with scissors. If you don't, crack on. Draw around it, cut it out. You need about 5 stars. You need to then take your hole punch and punch a hole in one of them and pop some string through it. Make sure your string is lots of different lengths, and you want a piece of string to tie at either end of your stick to hold it up, one through the hole in your star, and then you simply need to tie it to the stick. Now you can cover these stars in stickers, you can use pens, you can do whatever you like to make them look sparkly and appealing to you, and then you simply need to find somewhere to hang it. And I'm going to hang mine in a cozy place with a beanbag and some pillows and a throws, so that when life is feeling a bit too much, I've got somewhere to go that reminds me that he promises people where things seem impossible, he promises amazing things. So I hope you enjoy making your star mobile. I'd love to see what they end up looking like. And all that's left for me to say for now is bye. Have fun crafting with us. You've managed to make something star-like. Hopefully you've made a mobile, hopefully you've made some stars, you've doodled on them, you've coloured in, you've done something. What I would like you to do this week, Real Life Youth, is get out under the stars. You can get out under the stars you've made, or you can go outdoors and get under the actual stars that God has placed in the sky. Please take some time out under the stars to talk to God about all the things that you are finding too hard, too impossible, all the things that you feel like he said but he hasn't done yet, or all the things that you feel like are wrong and out of sync and shouldn't be happening. I'd love you to get some time out under the stars. Talk to Jesus all about them, and remember that he promised a very old man that he would have descendants that number more than all the stars in the sky. And this old man could not look down at himself. He had to look up, because his hope came from God and God alone. So this week, Real Life Youth, put your hope, put your faith in him. If you've never prayed a prayer, giving your life to Jesus, maybe now's your time. Maybe now's your time to look up and put your hope and put your faith in Jesus. It's a simple prayer you can pray. You say to God, I know that you love me. I know that Jesus died for me on that cross in my place for all my sin. I know that everything I've ever said, done, thought, everything has been dealt with in Jesus, and I'm so grateful. I want to follow you. I want to trust you. I want to put my hope in you. I want you to help me live my life for you, Jesus. So I'm giving you my life, Jesus, and I want you to take it, and I want you to take me forward. Amen. And if you've prayed that prayer, you might want to grab your grown-up and let them know. You might want to send me a message and let me know. You might want to let one of your youth leaders know. We love you guys. We want to encourage you to, in these days, put your hope in Jesus. Look up and put your hope in the one who put all the stars in the sky. Bye-bye for now.